Let me see if I can find this for you. I want to show you guys something. This showed up on the Reddit. Japanese ambassador to the UK sings Welsh national anthem ahead of trip. Let's hear how he does. Let's give him an honest rating. Okay, that was good. Okay, okay. Solid, solid. Actually great. And he's putting some heart in it. Phenomenal job. Phenomenal job. We started off shaky there. We didn't hit the glad, which is arguably the most important part of the Welsh national anthem. You have to hit the word glad, which means country. Glad bydd ar cantorion enwogion o fryd. See, that's what we were glad, not a ooh. It's alright though, it's alright. You're one of us now. We're chill, we'll take you. Hey, you sang it, which is more than most people do in their life. He's mogging on all of Wales. What the this year there is a campaign of Wales and Japan, which is crazy. Where they are promoting Wales' relations with Japan, which I think is pretty cool. And the Welsh government also shared this thing. Look, I will explain. This all is going to make sense in a moment. Okay, they shared this video where they did, I don't know what's going on here. Okay, I don't, what? So when she sings the Japanese national anthem. Honestly, Japanese national anthem, it's aight. As Joey told me it's not a solid national anthem. I'm inclined to believe him. So there's basically a year where they're trying to promote Wales and Japan relations, and they had an event at the British Embassy, which I actually went to. The British government invited me to go to the British Embassy. I went on this day when they had these pictures and stuff. So I went to the British Embassy for the first time, which I'd never been to. So they had like these like things and they had a like speech and stuff. What I didn't know is that I am very out of my depth in this setting. You can put me on front of a camera in front of many, many people. I am not good at being in this kind of setting, I realize. So I rock up. I was invited, because, you know, obviously it's the year of Wales and Japan. So hopefully we can do some fun stuff this year to help promote Wales, and as well as Wales and Japan. So I do actually want to help do some cool stuff.
Imagine
because
having to wake up and realize you gotta do that silly accent all day.
What the fuck?
Do British people just talk normally when no one's around, or are they committed to the accent?
No, it's what the so yeah, they're trying to promote Welsh and Japanese relations. I actually got contacted by the government that they wanted me to help also promote them. I was like, I'd love to do some stuff. That sounds fun. And they were like, oh, you should go and check out the launch event for this year, which is going to be in the British Embassy. So I went to it. I asked them, I was like, should I like wear anything in particular? Like, I don't know what to wear. So I wore a t-shirt and like a jacket. It's just these pants, because I was like, we ball, fuck it. I turn up, everyone is in suits. they said it was like casual. They told me casual was chill. But I was like, you know what? It's whatever. I'm a YouTuber. So, because I can clearly tell when I went to this event, you know, it's in the British Embassy. So it looks very British. There's like thick carpet on the floor, giant pillars, you know, everything looks very British. I can tell who the people who are press, because they're dressed like me. But I'm not part of the press. It was really weird because I didn't know what to say. What do you say? Because the moment, if you ever have to do this, by the way, if you ever have to go to the embassy, it's just saying I've gone to the American embassy to get my American visa twice in Tokyo, and it was the same for the British one, where the moment you approach that gate, dude, like guards like come to you. They're like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm going to the embassy," and they're like, "What for? What for? You got an appointment? What are you doing here?" And so I was like, "Oh, okay." So I go to the British embassy. I'm like, "I'm here for the party," and they're like, "What are you? Are you press?" I'm like, "I don't know. I'm on the list." That's all I said. I said, I'm on the list. They were like, okay. So they take my ID and they go through this list for like, I'm not kidding you, 15 minutes. They're trying to find me. So they're going through this list and they can't find my name. And they're like, sorry, who did you say put you on the list? So I said the name of who put me on the list. And they're like, oh, okay. And then they pull out a different list, which I didn't know, which had like 3 names on it. And I was like, oh, okay. And they're like, okay, you're good to go in. And so they just like let you loose in the embassy. And this embassy's huge. Like it's like a multiple buildings. And I'm just kind of standing there like, I don't know where the fuck to go. Like I don't know anything about this place. And so eventually I kind of ask a guy, I'm like, hey, where's the like thing happening? And then they're like, oh, go over here. No, I'm not on the special list, chat. I'm not. And so then I go into this building and like no one is here yet. And I'm 30 minutes late. No one's here. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I told someone like, hey, am I supposed to go somewhere or do something? They're like, oh, no, just sit down, sit down. I was like, okay, so I sat down and so I waited. And then the person who invited me comes out and says hi. They're really nice. And they asked me for my business card. And I said, I don't have business cards. So I don't carry business cards in Japan, mainly because when you do talent stuff, normally your agent carries them and does them on your behalf in any of those settings. So normally I just don't have them. I lazy, yeah. So I don't do it. So then she was confused why I didn't have a business card. I was like, yeah, no, I don't have one. She's like, oh, it's Japan. You should have one. I was like, I know, I don't have one. I'm sitting around and they're doing these speeches talking about Wales and stuff, and then after about an hour of like sitting and listening, we get up and we have there's a welcome party, and there's like so many drinks, such fancy looking champagne, but I really didn't want to drink. I just wasn't feeling it, so I was like, oh, can I just get the tea? But the champagne looked very expensive, and I was like, I should just drink it just to taste it. Just to see if it tasted expensive. Because it's like in the embassy, it's like fancy as fuck. And then they come around with all of these hors d'oeuvres. And there was so many like caviar things. And dude, the best part, these are like pasties. Like British pasties. They were so good. And when I had it, it was like the Ratatouille scene with that guy. Where he was like an asshole. And he's like his entire life comes into perspective. Because I have one of these pasties. It's so good. You gotta have one if you ever go to the UK. Get a pasty. They're so good. And I was talking to the staff at the embassy because, I didn't know a single person, and 90% of the people that were there were corporate heads. They were like president of like Toyota or something, and like Sony. Like, and then it was just me showing them my t-shirt and a jacket. So I'm just sitting there, and I go out to this person. I'm like, hey man, I don't know anyone. Lovely to meet you. And she goes, oh, I don't know anyone either. And she was like, I work for the embassy. I'm like, oh, nice. I'm like, do you speak Welsh? She goes, no. And she goes, I don't think anyone here at the embassy speaks Welsh. I was like, what? There's no Welsh people here? But I know for a fact that the person, the general minister, I think, of Wales, or the person who gave the main speech was Welsh and could speak Welsh. But I'm pretty sure no one else there could speak Welsh or was Welsh. So I was like, oh, okay, that's interesting. And then I just kind of hung around, chatted with some people. Nothing really impressive. And then I left after a while, came home and ate daps. And then we played Marvel Rivals for like 7 hours. It was interesting. I've never gone to anything formal like that. I realized that I'm just like not good in those settings. Like I feel like First Minister of Wales, leader of the government cabinets. Yeah, we don't, wait, I always forget with Wales because we have like the Senedd, and I always forget. Oh, that's right. Yeah, First Minister is the... Oh. No, it wasn't this person. It wasn't this person. Fake Welsh. I mean, it sucks being Welsh government because you make rules and then England just gets to decide what you do anyway. So it's like, oh great, what an awesome system. We've got like a government for show. He's been away from Wales for so long. True and real. So that was fun. I went to the embassy, and hopefully we'll get to do some fun Wales promotions this year, because we're going to be doing a lot of Welsh-themed stuff in Japan, all of which I want to go and do and show you guys, which I think will be really fun. So we will be doing some IRL Welsh in Japan stuff, I think, which should be really fun. I'm very pumped for that.